Hello everyone, this is Denise of Something Beautiful Handcrafts, and we are quickly approaching Christmas time. Today after Thanksgiving, and I said I would start setting the dolls up and having them dressed up for the holidays. So if you've seen the previous video, and I'm actually making this one before I finish uploading the other one, I started a few weeks ago and made 13 dresses for each of the girl dolls. And I made an extra one in anticipation of Kanani arriving, which didn't quite go so well if you saw the other dolls. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and show you each of the individual dresses. So here's what happens with videos. I have this great idea. So I start making this video. And a lot of times what I'm making is more complicated. It's really too complicated for one pass of a video. You'd be watching a 40-minute long video. And I just don't think people really want to watch videos that long. I mean, I could be wrong. I've heard people say I should spend for like an hour and record it. But I don't know about that. Anyway, so I'll start a project. These projects take a long time. Dresses don't generally get made in 20 minutes. And I could completely make the whole thing. I've done some of those time warp videos, except that I'm not continuously sitting in one space. I have to get up. I have to do other things. At some point, I have to do some kind of work so I can earn some money. So the segments are broken up in such a way where I can't really get everything in the video in one pass. So I'll start a video, and then I'll complete the project, and I haven't really filmed any of it. And that's kind of what happened with the dresses. I started it, and I came back like, 2 weeks later after I'd made the first set of dresses and didn't really explain the process. So if at any point you actually want me to walk through the making of a dress, then I would have to just schedule that block time in where I don't have any interruptions, and I'd have to record the entire thing. And that does get complicated, especially when you're making free YouTube videos, to schedule that kind of time. But anyway, it can be done. So this is from the first video I made. These are the sets of the gold dresses. And so I feel like there should be more than 3 of them. Maybe not. Gold was the fabric I bought the least of. And it just so happens that I think I got a half a yard. Maybe I got a yard of this. And I got a little more of this one because these were, well, oh, there we go. There's another one. These were the remnants left on the bolts. So I got the most of silver because it was left over. And I started off with this dress. It's the Samantha dress, just in case you haven't watched the video. It's her cranberry dress, I think. And then some of them become her party dress. And it was just basic. It was simple. I didn't want to put sleeves on them. So I doubled them up, lined them in order to finish off the edges. It's a lot easier to line them and fold the edges in than it is to sew little tiny edges around the sleeve. It's just makes it look cleaner. So I decided to put the ribbon on it and some sequins, and basically the sequins really are to hide the stitches where I'm tacking this ribbon to. There are lots of ways to do the ribbon, but this is how I decided to tack it, and that's what I decided to use. So this was the basic one, and put the edging around it. Okay, so the second one was really simple, and it was the simple gown, and I had this trim to put on it. And then the third one, I just had another basic gown, but I tied the ribbon in the front and in the back. And then the fourth one was just plain. So what I did is I went back to Joann Fabrics and I got the tulle. And for this one, I put the tulle on the bottom, and this is actually the silver tulle. I do have some more gold tulle, and I thought I might overlap it. We'll see. Then for these two, I took the gold tulle, and the reason why you got such much a glare from the camera is because there's a tulle overlay for this one. So not only do you have the reflection from the gold satin, but you also have the sparkly reflection from the tool here. And it is a complete front and back overlay. I should say the entire dress is overlaid with the tool. And this tulle skirt bottom here is slightly longer than the dress. I debated back and forth whether I was going to do the tulle or not, but I'm actually really glad I did. Okay, so for this one, this was a plain and simple, and I'm still thinking I might add something else to it. I haven't really decided. Maybe not. Maybe it'll just be her jewelry or a brooch or something here. But this is the satin gown under here with kind of like a ball gown length tulle extension around it. Yeah, I think it needs a bow. Everybody needs a bow. So that's what happened with the gold ones. Now, in my mind, I haven't really decided what dolls we're going to wear which dresses, except for the obvious ones. This is Samantha's cranberry dress pattern because I figured I'd try some with the sleeves. And actually, I found that I didn't like the sleeves. But since this is basically Samantha's cranberry dress, the way it should be done with the overlay for the lace, this, of course, is going to be Samantha's dress. So that's an easy one. Got some ends back there I have to clip. And I think I'm supposed to add a ribbon somewhere. I can't remember. But I'll finish that off. That's her cranberry dress. And then for the second cranberry dress, I kept it simple. And it's got a pink bow. This is so shiny. It's kind of hard to not be reflective around here. Let's take the hanger out. Okay, that's better. So you can see the bow here, if you can really see it. That's better. And the little teardrop pearl, and their little pink bows. Oh, that's better. There's little pink bows on the sides of the sleeves with little pearls on them. Okay, there we go. And then the last one is this beaded lattice. And I have a black velvet dress like this. And so I just thought that'd be cool to do. So there's beaded lattice across the front. Kind of reminds me of something Molly would wear. And then we're here to the silver. So for the silver, I actually changed to Samantha's lacy pinup dress. Lacy, what's it called? Lacy pinafore dress. Yes, we don't want her to have a pinup dress. And so I used the collar from that dress the first time and put a little bling around the sleeves and around the collar. And I thought that turned out pretty cute. Only thing is missing, of course, is the apron. And I didn't like it. I just wasn't into these sleeves. It was not what I wanted for the particular gowns. But I'm going to have to remake them again for Samantha. I think the satin wasn't doing it for me in the sleeves. So, for the next 4 gowns, I decided that I was going to ditch those sleeves. And I was looking for a really cool kind of a cap sleeve in my patterns. And I thought I'll just make one. And I was like, I'm too lazy to make one. I like to just get one. And then there was a freebie dress, one of the Pixie Fair patterns. I should say the patterns of Pixie Fair sales. And I can't remember exactly which dress this is. I have to put it in the description or in the comments. And I just used the sleeves from that dress. So I gave me these really cute cap sleeves. And I found that that's what I wanted all along was these sleeves. So I kind of wish every dress had these sleeves. But for variety's sake, that's nice. So here was the first plain dress. And I extended the length of the gown for this one. And this is just the sparkly tulle. And this particular sparkly tulle came from the dollar store. They didn't have the gold sparkly tulle when I went back. I knew I should have got it the first time. And you know what? That's cool because this thing was like shedding glitter everywhere. And I hate glitter. So I'm okay that the sparkly was only on here. I like how that ruffles up right here. That's really cool. Okay, so this is for number 2, and the tulle is longer for this one. It almost comes to the full length of the skirt, and there are these really small tulle flowers on the sides, and that closes with this ribbon is actually white. It looks silver in the reflection of the camera. I could not find my silver ribbon anywhere, and that is okay because it just adds to the sparkle, and with the reflection from the satin and the satin ribbon, it looks silver anyway. So use what you have, unless you really need something, then get something different. Okay, so this is the third silver gown. As you can see, they're getting a little more elaborate. I was just really having a good time. So I decided to make the flowers, the tulle flowers, from the satin, which was a lot harder because it was a lot thicker. But actually, I like the way they turned out. Kind of hard to tell on the camera. They're a little smushed, but they turn out really nicely. And we've got another fuller length gown. And it has 2 rows of tulle. Row right here, a row right here. And then it has tulle across the bottom of the bodice part. And basically, when this is closed, these will kind of stick out like little wings, little fairy wings. And this is how it's attached to the bodice down here. I haven't decided whether I'm going to close this or not. It kind of depends on the effect. The other gown, was it this one? I did close at the back, I think. I'll show you. Okay, so this, last but not least, I think this is going to be the queen of the ball. Did I close this one at the bottom? Yes, okay, this one I did close at the bottom. And you can see pretty much how much tulle is on this dress. It's a lot of tulle. It was a much bigger, a much longer skirt on the bottom, so that it would really ruffle well. It needs to be ironed, but that's not too bad. And so we've got these tulle puffs on the side here, kind of give you that fairy wing look. And this entire bodice, oh, that's much better. You can see is overlaid with tulle. We've got some bling and a bling and a bling and a bling, and the tulle overlays the back of the bodice as well. So I think this is going to be the queen of the ball dress. Now, originally, I hadn't quite planned on Kanani yet when I first started making the dresses. And so we have some question about who was going to be the queen of the ball here. And naturally, you would kind of think Samantha, because Samantha's like iconic. I don't know how she got to be the top of the pack in American Girl, but she did. Considering that her and Kirsten and Molly came out all out in the same time, Samantha just has the largest collection of things. So I figured, Samantha is going to be the belle of the ball. But now that Kanani is here, and all that poor Kanani went through, I think she deserves to be the belle of the ball. So I think she's going to get the dress, and I might even get her a little tiara. Okay, now, how are we going to prepare these dolls? Okay, so there are 13 of them, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. I got to count them. Technically, there are 14 dolls. Wait, did I count dude? Maybe there's 15. I'm not going to change Kaya yet. I haven't decided. Unless I find time to make her a special celebration dress in the style of her own dress, then I won't change her, because generally I don't change Kaya. She stays in her native dress. It's just a thing I have. And so also Samson there needs a suit, so I really got to get on the ball with him in a suit. So then it's the 13 girls. I made her Christmas dress already, Addie's Christmas dress. I made Josefina's Christmas dress. And I was going to make Kirsten's St. Lucia dress. I don't know. But I really don't want those 3 to be dressed differently. So what I'm thinking I might do is make the St. Lucia dress, and then have Christmas morning maybe redressed Addie, or maybe Christmas Eve, redress Addie and Kirsten and Josefina to be a little different. So maybe I'll do that. I don't know. But I want to undress every girl, and I want to redo all of their hair. And so, first of all, and I don't know what I'm going to do about shoes. I made little shoes. I don't know if I mentioned that in the video, but I made the shoes. But there's not enough fabric to make matching shoes for all these girls. So I don't know if I'm going to go get more fabric. I'm definitely going to make the silver shoes, even though the silver dresses can probably find the black. So here's the deal. Every doll in the room has a bag. I guess I can show you that. For instance, oh, there she goes. For instance, I have Joss up there, and I take their meat outfits off. Oh, you can hear the bags rustling. At some point, I have to show you how I store things. Okay, so here's Joss. I took her meat outfit off because for me, the whole joy of these dolls is me making clothes and changing them. So they stay in their meat outfit for a little while, and then I just pack it up, and they may never wear the meat outfit again. I don't know. There was a time like in the spring where everybody got dressed in their meat outfits again, so we'll see how that goes. So anything I take off of Joss that is made specifically for her goes into her bag with her label. So Addie will be undressed. That dress is made specifically for Addie. It will go in the bag with her other dresses. At some point, I'm going to have to have boxes for each of these girls. So this one was made for number 22. No, number 26. And I don't remember what I named her. Was she Adeline? I don't know. Anyway, here's the thing about this dress is that it just occurred to me now that I don't have any idea where I'm going to store this thing. Because this puff right here is too big to fit in any of the bags. And I don't want it smushed. I don't want her crinoline smushed. So I might have to get a plastic box for that crinoline. Okay, so anyway, all the dolls are going to be undressed. I'm going to wipe everybody down because as you can see, she's dusty from being up at the top of the ceiling with all my knitting and spinning. And make sure everybody's clean and wiped down. Then every girl is going to get her hair redone in some way or another. She's a little frizzy here. And I have a limited amount of rollers, so I can only do so many amounts. So look at that dust. I can only do so many at a time. Everybody's going to get wiped down. Look at these gorgeous eyelashes. And some of the dolls, she's got really nice coloring. But some of them I haven't retouched yet. So they're going to get their touch up. And this is going to take me a little while. And then I'll pick out the dress for them. And they will be dressed. You know, it's funny because I haven't been a very big Christmas person for a long time. For me, Christmas is kind of for family and kids. I don't have any family or kids. At least not like my own family and kids. I got my mom and dad and those other people that claim me as their sister. So I usually don't do anything for Christmas. I'm like Grinchy and bah humbug, and I don't decorate. I don't really care. Christmas comes, it goes, it passes. For me, it's a religious holiday, and I celebrate in church, and pretty much that's about it. But the last couple of years, I've been feeling kind of Christmassy, and these dolls really make me feel Christmassy. So, hence the dresses, and I'm gonna get some dolly decorations for them. Probably some like mini lights, and I really saw this really cute nutcracker. It's about dolly size, so I'm going to get them a nutcracker. And I think I'm going to enjoy this Christmas. Okay, so basically, that's going to be it for this particular video. Because you don't have to watch me wash the dolls. I think you've seen enough videos where people wash the dolls and do that kind of stuff. I might take some pictures of them in rollers. So you can see what I do, because I am, some of these curls I'm going to have to actually physically roll. Some I'll be able to get away with just a finger roll, a wet and a finger roll. But if you're curious about how I do her hair or Dara's hair, which is the number 46, that also has this curly hair, let me know and I will make a good video, because the last Adar video I made wasn't really all that great, but I wasn't expecting it to turn out like that. Should have taken a video anyway. But we'll get that done. I'll show some pictures afterwards. Then I will come back and show you what the dolls look like after they are dressed. That'll be a part 2 video, one of those dressing my dolls for Christmas videos. And you'll be able to see what dresses I chose for who. Okay, everybody. Happy holidays and enjoy the season as much as you can. I know up in the north we all kind of hate the snow, but drink the hot cocoa, eat the peppermint, do the pumpkin spice latte thing if that's your groove, and enjoy the season. Spring will come soon enough. And enjoy your dolls. Take care.